Hello. Today, I will show you how I digitally ink and paint tool SAI. Let's begin by creating a new line art layer. As you can see, the line art layer will give you a different set of tools than a regular layer. Let's rename this layer to something a little more useful. Double-click the layer and type in the name. We'll call this layer Bangs. We will be using the curve tool for our inking. Click on the curve button and then choose the width you want your lines to be. Don't worry if you choose a line that is too thin or thick, we will change this later. I normally start with 10. Press and hold spacebar to move your layer to where you want to begin your line. To zoom in, press spacebar and Ctrl. To begin your line, click, then move your mouse a little bit along the line, and click again. Continue to do this, and you will see a curved line form. As you can see, there are no corners. Don't worry about this, we'll fix it in a moment. To end a line, press Escape after your last click. Now, choose the Edit button. This brings up a list of ways you can edit your lines. Right now, we are going to choose the pointed rounded option. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl-Alt. Clicking on a point with this option selected changes it from a soft curve to a sharp corner. Clicking again will change it back, which is handy if you need to change it later. Switch back to Translate CP. We can now move points in the lines if we want to. We can also click anywhere on the line to create a new point. Alt-clicking will remove points. The pressure tool can be used to change the width of a line to create bulges and tapers. Simply click on a point and drag your mouse to the right to increase the line width. To taper a line, move your mouse to the left instead. As you can see, this gives our line art some variety. Now, I will ink in the hair. Because it is below the bangs, I drag the layer down to move it underneath the bangs layer. Use the same steps to ink this layer. And now to thicken your lines. Choose Weight, then select 20 from the brush size menu, and click on your line. This will change its overall weight, without affecting any pressure settings. Very handy. Looking good. Now to do the bracelet. Create a new folder for your bracelet. This will make it easier in the future. We're going to use a simple trick to create a perfect circle for the beads. Create a new layer. Using the curve tool, click. Without moving your mouse, press Delete to rotate the canvas and click again. Keep pressing Delete and clicking until you have a circle, then finish your curve with Escape. Don't worry if your circle is too big, we will be using the Transform tool to resize it when we're done. To resize your circle, click the Transform tool, then choose Transform. Drag one of the corners while pressing Shift to make your circle smaller without deforming it. Press Enter once you've finished your transformation. While in transformation mode, you cannot do anything else. Now, make a copy of your layer using the Copy option in the Layer menu. Use the Move tool to move your new bead to its position. and transform if you need to. Keep doing this for all visible beads. Some beads should overlap. Simply use the eraser to erase any parts that should not be visible. Now let's make this all one layer. Simply click the Merge Layer Set button, and your folder will turn into a layer. Don't forget to erase any layers underneath, like the skin layer here. Now to make the necklace. Make another circle, like you did for the bracelet, and resize it. This time, we're also going to use the Freeform tool. This tool is great for faking perspective on simple objects. It is found with the Transform tool. Now for the face. Create a new folder for your face above the Outlines folder. Create a layer for the lips, and use the Curve tool to draw them. I use a slightly smaller brush for them than I did for the rest of the lines. Now, let's try erasing the skin layer underneath. It ends up looking kind of silly, doesn't it? A better option is to add points to either side of the part that's showing, then use pressure and edit to hide it. Much better. Now for the nose and eyebrows. Last is the eyes. Create a new folder for them. We'll be doing them a little differently. Eyelashes look best when you use a fairly small brush size for them. Do the line art like normal. Uh-oh. I did the wrong color. No problem, simply use the Color tool to change your line art to the proper colors. This tool is great if you decide to change your color later on as well. Now that we have our eyelashes outlined, we're going to fill them. Create a regular layer, and move it below your eyelash outline. Don't forget to hide your sketch as I did. Now, choose the Magic Wand tool and select inside both eyelashes. I use Color Difference mode. Use the Select Increment option a few times to make sure there will be no spaces between your line and fill, and then fill your selection with black. Use the pen tool to fill in any spaces the bucket missed. Create another layer for the lower eyelashes. These can either be black or skin toned. Use a slightly larger line than normal, and taper them using the pressure tool. Use a smaller line to outline the eyeball, and fill them like you did the eyelashes. Using the pen tool on the regular layer, use a light color and a really big brush size to draw the highlight. My method is to keep the brush still and click like crazy until the color looks right. The pupil is drawn in the same way as the eyelash. Make sure you hide your eyeball's fill layer so you can see your sketch. Now, add in some white shine, and your line art is ready to be colored.